Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It is the finale of Hunter's Moon. It is our last episode, and it will be our last D&D game for a little while before we eventually switch over to a Game of Thrones one, which will be in several weeks to come. Lots of planning to do with that one. So I think I'm going to hand it over to Papa and let him do our recap and start us off for today.
All right, greetings everyone. And when last we saw this intrepid group of adventurers and misanthropes, they had just rescued the very pregnant human female from the dungeons underneath the Hagia Sophia. She actually did give birth. I believe it was in the dilapidated building. So now there's a
Broken down house.
broken down house. And they escaped into the Umbra and made it to the Anshe Palace. So everybody bedded down for the night. Now they did run into some faces from the past. They ran into Batty and the curmudgeonly old man that Batty was famous for arguing with and bantering with. And then plans were being made. So it's the next morning. What's everyone doing?
I'm getting up and just kind of stretching and getting my gear ready because I have a feeling we're probably not going to be staying very long.
Okay. Renan, what are you doing?
Probably talking with Batty about everything that happened since we were gone.
Okay. And Sarantius.
Sharpening thy sword.
Okay. So some time passes. One thing that you notice is that Henry, you haven't seen him this morning. You also haven't seen the curmudgeonly old man that is Batty's counterpart. After a couple of hours, you see him walk in from off the path in the Umbra. And he's carrying a scroll. He walks up to Eris, nods, and pretty much just forces the scroll onto your chest, and he walks away.
I just kind of grab it against my chest and I'm like, thank you? I think. And so I does it have a like a is it just like tied closed or is it got like a seal on it?
It's tied with a piece of twine.
Okay. I just slide the twine off of it and unroll it and start to read.
All right, so what you find is a letter from Henry. He and the old man had gone off to talk the night before because things were bothering him. The death of the children at his blade, the fact that the church and his order was helping the vampires, and he apparently got to talking to the old man, and the old man said, "Well, what about?" And because Henry had mentioned the fact that he had to find a holy man to, anoint his sword and purify it, and he needed penance. He goes, "God's in everything. What matter does it have to be if it's a Christian priest or an old man like myself? You need to confess to the stars, confess to the moon, confess to the tree if you feel like it. God's in everything. The goddess is in everything. You can purify that sword yourself. It's the intent." And so after meditating, almost like a night before they get their spurs, they hold a vigil. and they, pray. Well, it's almost the same thing. And after that, Henry came to the realization that he needed to take on enemies that he's familiar with fighting and actually go and attack the church from within and purify the corruption from within. And he knew that doing that would be dangerous to you because you can't blend in as well to human society. And if he were able to get their attention off of you, that's one less enemy for you to face. And so Henry has gone off to fight the Inquisition from within, to purify the corruption from within.
So, after reading his entire letter, I go and find the others, and I just, because everybody's sitting there and talking and all that, and I just look at them and I say, Henry's gone. And I hand them the letter, whichever one of you ends up grabbing it. But, that's all I tell you is that Henry's gone.
Well, we have to decide. Do we go after him or do we let him do what he has to do?
I'm not going anywhere near the Inquisition.
I think going to, with the, if we chased after him, he's right. We can't blend into society as easily as he could.
Plus, wouldn't it just make his life worse if we pointed out that he knew us?
Not only that, we have markings of all of our tribes. And what happens if they piss us off because they've taken a slave or they've done something unspeakable and we end up going into a rage? And we can't help our shift. No, I think what he did was to protect us. He should have told us, but he didn't. I mean, a letter, but...
I guess we have to move forward.
I guess we should see what we can do about that baby.
Not my baby.
Not your baby. Of course it's not your baby.
Okay. I've told Batty everything that's happened. So I'm hoping she'll have something for us. Some explanation.
Is Batty still sitting there?
You smell the familiar smell of concoction and potions brewing.
Mushroom.
Wow.
Time for some tea.
I like tea.
Yeah, just stay away from Batty's homebrew, okay?
No, I want it.
But yeah, now when you are you guys gonna go looking for Batty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you see Batty, she's at her cauldron and she's humming this happy little tune to herself. And oddly enough, the old man is there and he's, cutting different plants and, skinning different roots to go into the pot, but he's completely silent. And Batty is just happy as a clam. She's, whistling, little shuffling dance as she's brewing. And she hears the three of you approach and she turns around. She goes, "The next time we see that young knight, remind me to give him a great big kiss."
Why?
He made the old fool swear a vow of silence. So for a year and a day, I don't have to listen to him.
Oh, shit.
Amy for a minute. Betty, or why did he swear a vow of silence?
Well, just basically not to give you three the heads up that he was leaving. Only the way he worded the pledge actually meant, well, that the old fool there couldn't talk at all for a year and a day. So I get to say whatever I want without having to worry about rebuttal or stupidity.
Jesus, Patty.
And you turn and look at the old man, and he's actually so mad right now that his ears are twitching and the hair sticking out from his ears. You can actually see it move.
I just kind of pat the old man on the shoulder and I'm like, you got screwed.
He just looks at you, and his eyes shift to a wolven form, meaning tread lightly, young one.
So, Batty, what are your thoughts on everything? What should we do with this kid? What should happen to him?
Oh, that's far be it from a humble old urge to have any say on what's the matter. But since you asked, obviously the child can't be kept here, not safe. Plus, we're not spirits and fae, so we don't belong in the Umbra full time. It's nice to visit, but nobody wants to live here. Not even the fae half the time.
Damn.
That's harsh.
But what I would say and would suggest is somewhere new. But you'd have to talk to the Geta Fenris, and they're meeting with the chieftain right now. They may have a plan.
Okay. I suppose we should go join the Geta Fenris and the chieftain. I mean, after all, we did all the work to get them here.
That's not going to matter to them. Our opinion's not going to matter to them.
Yep.
Just be careful they don't use that child as a pawn, because otherwise I'll slit its throat myself, and then we won't have to worry, now will we?
Jesus, Batty. You have to deliver that child.
I'll eat the baby into the sun.
I brought thee into the world, and I can take thee out. How about that?
Fair. Okay.
I'm
All
liking Batty even more.
All right. Well, let's go to this. Let's go crash this council meeting or whatever it is, and make our opinions known, as we've so not delicately done in the past.
Granted, now you don't have a drunk Cavella to, speed things along.
True.
Yeah, I don't have bait.
They don't even have a puka to cause mischief for us anymore.
I know.
All right, let's go. Batty, don't let the old man eat you.
Were you watching?
Oh my, no. And I just literally hold up my hands and like walk out before I can like get any more of that imagery in my brain.
Savage Batty.
Savage Batty.
So you get to basically the throne room, and you can hear raised voices. Lots of shouting, basically, people beating at their chest saying, well, I can do this, and I can do this, or my tribe can do this. We deserve the honor. Blah, blah, blah.
I have a really bad idea.
What?
Syringes, just make sure I don't get killed, okay?
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
tell us your idea before you go do it.
Yes.
I think that we should just burst through the doors and literally pull a Kavela, and instead of, being thrown in, just burst through the doors and be like, and darn, here I am thinking that we missed the party.
Mm,
I'm starting to think we should just take the kid and run.
yeah.
They're all fighting over it already.
I mean, where the hell do we run to?
I have no idea.
Well, we kind of need to make a decision. Do we burst in, crash the party, possibly start a fight in the process? Or do we take the kid and run?
Well, we could always burst in, get in a fight, see what they're planning, and if we don't like it, steal the kid.
Yeah.
And run.
We can do that.
I mean, we've never really backed down from a fight unless we knew we couldn't win.
Well, fuck it. Let's go.
All right.
And what mischief have ye got planned today?
Who's
You
speaking?
turn around, you see the boggin from the other day, the little grandpa dude that made everybody feel. And he's actually accompanied by the old troll that Renan knows.
The soup troll?
Yes, the soup troll.
Well, we're off to save a kid again.
See the wizard.
And you see the troll reach into a pouch and pull out a white clay pipe and start packing it full of herbs. He actually takes down one of the torches and lights it from the torch. There may be something. There's a young wolf. He's actually one of the younger sons of the Get chieftain, looking to make a name for himself and has a new boat all his own. Might you seek him out? Because it's his father in there beating his chest the loudest, and well, if he can steal some of his father's thunder, make a name for himself in the process. But I have an idea, but I'm a lowly troll, and nobody in court listens to a lowly troll, even if he does make the best stew this side of the world.
Wait. The best stew this side of the world? Renan, is this your friend that gave us the stew?
The one.
Guilty.
Okay, for the record, you could spout the most utter nonsense and we would probably listen to it. So, please, your
Let's hear your
ideas...
plan. I
Lay it
haven't
on
been
us.
drinking, so it won't be nonsense quite yet.
Well, lay it on us, please, because your stew is legendary.
Well, suffice to say, there's a whole nother side of the world. The trick is the getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we were to say, I don't know, bring a certain boat into the Umbra, and the group board said boat,
Mm-hmm.
you know how fast it is to travel in the Umbra as it is? Imagine crossing a sea.
I don't think that I've ever gone via boat in the Umbra.
You'll need a few things.
Okay.
There's a stone that the dancers use to maintain a presence in the Umbra, even with their corruption.
And where would we find said stone?
And it's just an encampment.
Okay.
And it's only part of the staff of their theurge.
Simple. Let's go.
This doesn't sound dangerous at all.
No.
Oh, then you're not understanding me clearly. It's absolutely dangerous.
I was sarcasm. It's fine.
Tell us about this other world.
Pristine forests as far as the eye can see. A squirrel can go from one end of the continent to the other and never touch the ground.
People? I mean humans.
Savages. Noble savages, but still savages.
No church.
No church. Actually, plenty of your kind about.
Really? And vampires?
Who?
All right.
Well, even if we could manage to get there, taking into consideration what we would have to do to get there, are we even sure? Do we even know her name? The mother's name? Did I ever ask?
You did, and I forgot it.
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
That's right, Rhiannon. How did I forget Rhiannon? Would she even want to go?
I think at this
I
point
mean,
she's...
here we are making all these decisions for her child. Granted, with the best interest in mind.
Well, where is the young mother?
It's funny because right as you guys are discussing, you hear an angry woman yelling a mixture of English and Gaelic.
Okay.
And she basically, you hear her say, "I'm his mother, not his wet nurse. Let me have my child."
Oh, okay. We need to go see what that's about.
Yeah. Going in the direction of angry woman.
Yeah, you get there, and she's actually got her finger, and she's poking it into the chest of this warrior who's got his arms crossed across his chest. Very Norse-looking, tattooed. Half his face covered in woad. Hair and beard are in braids. And he's just staring down at her as she's like, she's doing the angry, poking the finger into the chest.
I'm going to rip your throat out if you touch my child moment.
Yeah.
Can we see where the kid is?
You can actually hear, you can almost hear the sounds of cooing from the other side of the door over the shouting from inside.
Is this guy taller than Syringius? Because Syringius is like 6'5".
They can look eye to eye.
Well, let's use our words first. Let's try that. I mean, it never worked, but let's try
I was
that.
going to say, when has that ever worked for us?
Never, but let's try it.
Is there a problem here?
Aye. The lass is lost.
No, she's not.
Well, I say that she's lost. And I think you should be too. Get there.
No, we're not. Because guess what? We rescued her, and that child that you're keeping her from is the whole reason that we are here. So, if anything...
And the child means more than she does.
you're going to be quiet and you're going to listen because I don't have enough patience to even begin to tell you
Roll your intimidation. Roll it.
While she's doing that,
I forgot
Charisma
my
and
character sheet.
intimidation.
Hold on,
I'm gonna roll stealth and what's the other one?
What are you trying to do?
The one for I gotta find it. Sorry.
Sleight of hand.
No,
Oops.
the sneaky thing that I have. I can't remember what it's called. I'm looking. Sorry.
Intimidation.
Yes, charisma and intimidation.
Where is it? Basically, the one that lets me hide.
Blur the Milky Eye?
Yes, that's it. I'm going to do that and try to go around back while she's got him distracted. So that would be
Please
stealth and what?
me.
Stealth and subterfuge.
Okay.
All right, so 2 successes.
You guys hate us today.
Yeah, tie goes to the defender. So, yeah, you try to sneak past. He uncrosses his arm, puts his arm against the door jamb.
No, I meant around back of the house, not
wait.
past
Tie
him.
goes to the defender. Oh, yeah.
So you were trying to sneak where? Like
Around the back of the house, not past him, not past him through the front door.
Oh, you're just trying to get around to the back and try to sneak into the throne room from another side?
Yeah, maybe like a window or another door or see what's over there.
Okay, so so you're able to sneak away without him noticing, because but as far as finding an alternate way in, we'll get back to that. So yeah, you try to intimidate him and he actually laughs at you and leans down to where he can look you directly in the eye and says, "I don't care who you think you are, but you need to leave." As I said, the human is lost.
I
And I
just look
suggest
back
you
at Sarantius and I
get there as
smile.
well.
So much for using our words.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna pull out my sword.
You're going to violate the laws of hospitality in the Anshe court.
No, you are. Because you're keeping a mother from her child.
I'm obeying my chieftain.
And who's your chieftain? The big loud one that's in the throne room, sounding like a barbarian?
Aye, that's the one.
Wow, and you actually listen to him?
And this is why our words never work.
Gotta try.
Fiona, take this Shadow Lord piece of filth with you as you leave.
Who are you talking to?
He told Sarantius to take the Shadow Lord piece of filth, you, with him when he leaves.
We're not leaving.
I'm gonna come back around front.
We can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. I won't draw a blade here because it's against the laws of hospitality.
Well, don't the laws
However-
of hospitality also say that we could have an audience with your chieftain?
Finally, someone actually has some sense. I'll see if he's available.
Oh, he's definitely awake. We can hear him.
He yells even in his sleep, and he opens the door and closes it behind him. And the voices from inside actually get quiet for a moment. About
We're about
5
to
minutes,
pick a fight.
and about 5 minutes later, the door opens. You three may enter. Human, sit. And he actually smirks when he says that.
Of course he does.
Excuse you? She's not a dog.
I'm just gonna go over and tell Rhiannon to just
Stay nice.
stay there. Just we're gonna do what we can and not to worry too much and just to be quiet for now and see what we can. But that we're totally on her side. Just kind of try to convey that to her before we go inside.
So you go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that she knows that we're on her side, considering that we rescued her and delivered her baby.
Yeah, but I can't even imagine what would be going through somebody's mind. It's been a hell of a 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you guys get inside the throne room, and you see an individual. He's wearing a half helm that's got just iron with the nose guard, and he's arguing with the chiefess from the last werewolf town that you guys were in. But as you guys enter, they quiet down again, and he walks forward. So you wished an audience, so speak. What's on your minds?
We're concerned of what your plan is for the child.
Well, obviously, the Get are going to take it back home with us. Keep it safe.
Is that what the mother wants?
Her job was to bear the child. She's done that. She should just go back to the humans and leave the child to its own kind.
Whoa. Is the Get of Fenrir actually denying Kinfolk be protected? Because she's kin. Isn't the ways of all werewolf kind is to protect the kin as much as the wolves?
The child is more important. He is the last of the Howlers.
She's his mother.
And
I
as such,
guarantee
I
that your
said that
mother would
she
be-
had done her job.
She's still kin.
And she can go remain with the kin, and we shall take the child with us back to Norway, where the
Quick
child
question.
will be safe.
Quick out of character question. Is the child, I thought the child was one of the...
He's the last of the White Howlers.
Right. So the Get of Fenrir actually have no claim to this child. Got it. Okay.
Yes, but he's a prophesied child, and so he's trying to basically gain fame and
Got it.
reputation
Okay.
by being the guardian of this child.
I just wanted to make sure that my notes were correct and, all that.
Yes,
So-
yes.
Okay. So,
Eris,
yes.
there's got to be some council higher than him or some power or, I don't know, freaking something. Because otherwise everyone's just going to squabble for...
Rights to a child.
there's got to be somebody we can go to. Somebody with some sense. I don't know. And if not, I say we take the boat and go.
Yeah.
We have to get the child.
The chiefess approaches, and she just looks at the chieftain of the Get of Fenrir with the utmost disdain. We could call a moot. Put it before the heads of all the clans. Unfortunately, that would take time. Time that we don't have. these young ones, who I might add, have gained more in the way of reputation as she looks at everyone's scars, fighting this current enemy, than you have in the last 20 years while you send your pups out to go a Viking and sit safely home in your long haul in Norway. What ideas do you three have?
Well,
Call the moot, but let us guard the child until.
how long would it take for a moot to form?
We'd have to send messengers to all the tribes.
And with the unsafety in the
And it would
our safe place, is not even safe anymore. Let me ask all of you a question. Again, I don't really have the patience because of everything that we've dealt with. How many of you have fought the feral spiral dancers? How many of you have fought the vampires? By a show of hands if you don't have the voices, please.
And a lot of the old wolves are looking back and forth, and out of the 8 that are gathered here, only one raises his hand, and he is, you'd swear he was damn near as old as Batty. I mean, the lines on his face are deep. One of his eyes is cloudy.
So then, with all due respect, my chieftains, none of you, except him, get a voice. You have not faced the evil that we have seen trying to rescue this child. You haven't seen anything outside of your clan homes. None of you. So the only one who gets any sort of say in the well-being of this child, other than his mother and us, would be him. The rest of you should sit down and listen. Good sir, what do you have to say?
He gets up from his seat, and just along with his age, you can actually almost feel his bones pop.
Oh, poor guy.
Because as I said, he's almost as old as Batty, and he is scarred. Like, he's seen a lot of shit in his day. He walks towards you, and he actually looks towards the cradle that they have set up in the crib. The loud one says that the child is safest with him and his kind. But a howler is not meant for the seas or to be raised to go a Viking. The howlers were our historians. The ones that kept us closest to Gaia save the children of Gaia themselves. Their songs were legendary. I can still remember hearing them howl at a moot before their fall, before they danced, before they became corrupted and became the Black Spiral Dancers. This continent is not safe for the child. This continent is not safe for the child's mother, who was forced to watch as her husband's throat was ripped out, protecting her and protecting that pup. The child is not safe here. The child is not safe in the Umbra. The child is not safe in our own world amongst our own kin.
What would you wish to be done with the child?
If not for my love of our people, I would say the safest and most genteel thing that we could do would be to snuff the child where it lies, lest it be used by some undead creature as a puppet, lest it be used as a puppet from some seeking fame not their own. He says that, and he's looking directly at the Getafener's chieftain. I spoke with an old friend who had an idea.
Tell us the idea.
I smell stew, so I know you already have an idea of whom I'm speaking.
The old troll.
That old troll at one point in time was one of the mightiest warriors that she had to offer. But alas, time marches on, and old warriors are often left to sit and gather dust, with no one listening to us unless they're absolutely forced to. Get the stone and find this new world. Find this safe land where our kind and humans actually coexist, and where the vampires do not roam. That is what this old warrior has to say, regardless of what some of the young pups want to happen.
Again, besides our voices and yours, your voice is the only one that matters. Until the others have faced the vampires and the spiral dancers, they get no vote. None. And I look at the very loud chieftain. Until you have walked the Umbra and seen the destruction and the taint that we have seen and the water spilled with blood, you get no vote. The only one who gets to have possession of that child in this moment is the mother. And until we return, she stays under the care of him. And I nod to the old warrior and his clan. Do I make myself perfectly clear? Because I swear, if we have to draw our swords and break the laws of hospitality because all of you have such high egos, then we will die fighting for a child that makes us no better than the blood-sucking creatures that we have fought to protect it. Do you all understand that? Do you? Our kin, our families, our friends, and our companions have died protecting that child. Can you say the same? I don't think so. Renan, Syringius, we have stone to go find.
All right, real quick. That speech was outstanding. Go ahead and give yourself a dot in charisma.
Well done.
Like, well fucking done.
That was really good.
Awarded right now. Just do it.
Okay.
I think you should pick the kid up on the way out.
I agree. We should.
Let's give him to Rhiannon, and then we'll go make our plan.
Sounds good. So we're taking the kid and going. So I pick up.
So as you're reaching down to grab the kid out of the cradle, the Get Offenders chieftain starts to move like he's walking toward you. You just hear this low, thundering growl.
Oh no! I'm wolfing.
No. You turn, and you actually see the old man with his walking stick, and he's literally, the growl came from him as he's facing down. So
As I'm holding the baby, I turn and I'm like, "You must be deaf, at least in one ear, or your ego is just so large that you literally didn't hear anything I said.
Let's just go.
Get a grip."
We got the kid.
And I walk out with the kid.
And we follow.
So are you giving the kid to Rhiannon when you get out?
Oh yeah. And the guy's lackey that's at the door, and I'm like, "By the way, you touch him, you touch that baby, or their mama, and I swear there will be bloodshed this night. Have a nice day."
Let's bring him over to Batty's.
So we escort Rhiannon over to Batty's and walk in and go, "Batty, don't feed her any of your tea, but tell her some fun stories."
Oh.
No, you don't want her to tell. You don't want Batty stories. No Batty stories. Trust me on this. I've lived through it. That's why I am the way I am today.
Now, don't you listen to her. When she came to me, she was so skinny that a little puff of wind would have thrown her across the room.
They're a little crazy stories, but they're very entertaining. Just don't take any of them to heart, okay? We'll be back as soon as we can.
And you kind of hear a chuckle from the old man. But as you guys are, settling them in, you see the Boggins and the troll from earlier just walk right on past you. There's a familiar jug, and the troll is carrying a jug, and then the boggart is carrying a stack of bowls.
Soup time.
Soup time.
What, do you think we'd allow her to have tea?
Nom nom.
Not Batty tea.
I just turn back to the old troll and I say, "You should also tell them some of your stories. I bet they're amazing."
Tall tales and fairy tales. That's all they are.
Maybe to some.
So, what are you doing now?
Gathering my shit, and apparently we're going to get a stone.
We're going to journeying again. Just got back.
I know. Man, we
Journey
are owed a
time.
vacation.
So before you go, the old troll gets up, pulls out folded parchment. It's actual parchment.
No skin.
Okay, good.
No skin this time. And he unrolls it. He goes, "When you come out here, the encampment you're looking for is here. And I would suggest attacking during the day."
Okay. Just out of curiosity, you don't have any explosives, do you?
Only when I make chili.
Pretty sure they didn't have that yet. Well, maybe some gunpowder.
Well, I'm thinking like Molotov cocktail.
Uh,
Yeah.
the closest thing you're going to find to explosives is Greek fire, and he doesn't have any.
Okay.
So
That's
Is
fair.
this going to be a vampire encampment, we think?
Well, he did say spiral dancers, so usually where they are, there's vampires.
He did say attack during the day as well.
well, that's mainly so you can see the traps.
Oh, there's
Oh,
traps.
shit.
Whoa. As if
This is
this
gonna be-
wasn't going to be a fun adventure already.
We may need to find not someone else to come with. We may need help.
Wait. What about the chieftain's son?
The big dumb one?
No, not the big dumb one. Not the one that ended up pissing himself because
I was
of...
gonna say pissy boy.
No.
Oh.
The loud ones. Remember the one that owns the boat?
We could try.
I mean,
I
what's
don't-
worst he's going to tell us? No. That he
Well-
only likes to boat?
I would hate to get him killed and then not be able to use the boat once we are able to travel
He's a
to this
chieftain's
place.
son, and I'm sure that, he's probably got more sense than, flamboyant pissy boy.
Oh no, chieftain kind of loudmouth.
Well, I mean, he does not want to follow in his father's footsteps and likes to, take the air out of his father's sails. Maybe one could hope.
But what if he gets killed? Then no boat. The stone's useless without the boat. We need the boat.
The last time I saw him, he was drinking with the bears.
Oh.
Bears.
Why is it always?
Go talk to the bears.
Let's go talk to the bears. So heading towards wherever the bears would be,
Probably wherever the beer is.
probably.
Yeah. So the
The
bears
honeymead.
are the bears. Yes, the mead.
Them honey mead.
Sorry,
Actually,
the
I
only
kinda
thing that
need
comes
my fridge right now.
to mind is the 13th warrior.
Yes. One of my favorite movies.
But so they're actually not staying in the Umbra. So they're currently in this little human village here.
All right.
Just a small war band, only 4.
We only had one with us last time, and I'm pretty sure he took out a bunch of vampires by himself.
Before they brought him down, yes.
Aw.
We should go tell tales of his heroism to his folks.
We should. All right, so I guess we're heading out of the Umbra.
So you guys actually, when you come out, there's actually a pool that's close to the village that he pointed out to you.
Okay.
It's a really small village. Mainly, there's a mill, some farmland, and an inn, and that's pretty much it. Looks like just your basic highway town.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like the inn would probably be our best bet. I don't really see a whole bunch of bears drinking in a farmhouse.
As you get closer to the inn, you hear, the sound of music, sound of laughter, smell of cook fires.
Okay.
And when you enter into the inn, you see a lot of the farmers all gathered around this one table. And you see this younger man facing off with an old grizzled mountain of a man, empty tankards lined up in front of them.
Drink off.
And the younger man's hair is pulled back and braided.
Mm-hmm.
It's the color of fire. But he's drinking, and they're having a drink off, and they're talking shit back and forth across the table. the bigger guy is calling him a young pup, and then the younger guy is saying, "You're a fucking old bear. Who fucking cares? Drink or shut up."
Fucking great.
So they drink back and forth. Eventually, it just ends up being a stalemate, much to the dismay of the townsfolk who had money on seeing which one would fall. But, where creature metabolisms being what they are, there ain't enough meat in this inn.
So I walk up to the table, say, "Good afternoon, gents."
The bear looks up. "You look familiar."
We probably met. We were pretty good
Big 'un,
friends.
the little one, the sneaky
Yes.
one, and where is your tin can?
He went off to join the Inquisition. From the inside, if you get my drift.
I always knew those priests were nasty.
Nastier than...
Oh,
Some-
not that inside. Never mind.
No, not that. Oh, no.
Jesus.
No. He's celibate. Poor lad.
That's what they all say.
I'm gonna buy the table some more mead.
I'm gonna need some after that.
So, I think we met your dad. He's a loud, awful fellow.
The young one actually
Embers
cracks a
making fun of
smile.
her, she goes.
I think that's the nicest description everyone's ever done of the man.
That was probably the nicest thing I could ever say about him.
You forgot pompous, arrogant, cocksucking.
Wow.
Low hard
Love it.
Okay.
and braggart.
Wow. Yeah, that sums him up to a T. And you also forgot to mention egotistical and that, but it's totally fine.
I thought that was covered under braggart.
Both.
Apparently, I've not yet had enough mead because my vocabulary is lacking. We shall fix this.
My
Sit.
companion is buying.
Drink.
Okay. I grab a sip of the mead and all that, and I'm like, first things first.
Oh, no. Drink.
Fine,
You sipped. Drink.
I chug the entire tankard just so he will shut up.
Roll of stamina.
Oh my god. Oh, man.
As she passes out, lands head first off the table.
Be nice. Fuck me.
Right. So she tosses one back and keeps on going. And
So I bring more over to the table.
Eris is lying on the floor looking up at the
Oh.
ceiling.
Saying all the pretty colors.
I can taste the rainbow.
Now I want Skittles. Thank you so much, John.
You're welcome.
Can I get back up in my chair?
Yes, you can.
I'll help you.
However, you are tipsy. You're not drunk, but you are tipsy.
Okay. Wow. I haven't had a drink in... How long have we been adventuring?
Forever.
Yeah,
Okay.
Too long.
So, I haven't had a drink in forever, apparently, and that hit harder than I remembered.
Oh, that's because that wasn't their mead. That was ours, and that's the big bear saying it.
Oh, Christ, no wonder I'm on my ass.
All right, so I hand a tankard to Serantius and to Eris, and I lift mine up and I say, to fallen friends and friends who are far away.
And
Here, here.
you guys are fine because you're drinking the human mead because that's what you went to the bar to drink.
Well, because we're... Cheers, Amok. Because we're smart. We don't just chug what's in front of us. Eric's getting roofied here. In.
How was I supposed to know it was bear's mead?
Because a bear gave it to you.
Actually, the
So-
DM didn't specify that, so I didn't know.
Well, I'm sorry.
We don't really have a whole lot of time for enjoyment.
We come with a proposition.
Proposition and a request for our friend's help again. And I say friend because your friend that fought with us in Constantinople was one of the most amazing warriors I've ever met.
Very brave.
I don't know how many vampires he took on, but all I know is he did it with a smile and said it was going to be a lot of fun and told us to go.
Knows more
Yeah.
about honor than some other loud ass motherfucker that I've met recently.
We wouldn't be here without his help for sure.
Yes. But we have to do one final thing. We have to go get some stone. And the stone will help us find the new world, which we're hoping you will help with us. I hear you that you like to sail, and you like to piss off your dad, and nothing would piss him off more than taking all of us to the new world.
They'd be singing songs about you after.
They would.
So in other words, you need my boat.
And some muscle.
Yeah. Three you both come in handy.
Will there be violence?
Absolutely.
Violence? Oh, violence is our middle name these days. I mean, I sort of kind of made an entire room of chieftains sit down and shut the fuck up just a little bit ago, including your dad. So, yeah, and that was
if we're going on a trip, you'll have plenty of time to tell me that tale. But
it was pretty epic, I will say that much.
I can't speak for the bears, but I've got nothing better to do. It's kind of boring sitting watching farmers bring their grain into the mill day in, day out.
You should try hanging out with the Fae. Not all the Fae, just some of them.
Now see, the red caps, they know how to party.
Yeah, actually,
how to eat,
yeah, they
too.
kind of do. We've met a few of those in our day.
I mean, get them angry, throw them at an enemy, and watch out.
Jesus.
It's about right.
You're not wrong. The pukas are fun too.
Pukas.
You know, I heard of a puka that once guarded someone with a meat fork.
That
My
was
little
dipshit.
My little dipshit.
Dipshits.
Cheers to dipshit.
Cheers to dipshit.
Just a dipshit.
And all the dipshits to follow. Because after all, dipshit means friend in puka.
It does.
So, I can't speak for the bears, but I'm in.
All right. Bears. You guys up for a good fight? Might be the last one we get for a while. Actually, it might be our
Might
last
just
one
be the
total,
last one.
but, you know,
Well, as long as we can fight dirty.
Vampires, you can do whatever the hell you want.
vampires and spiral dancers, we expect you to fight dirty.
Well then. Why not?
All right.
As the lad said, it's dreadfully boring here.
Finish your mead, gents. We have a party to get to.
I'm gonna be right at dawn. Or something like that.
Oh, she said dawn. We still have time to drink.
Wow, you guys really are bored.
Something along those lines. And he reaches back, dips his tankard in an open barrel,
Ugh.
drains it all in one pull. See the froth dripping from his beard. He kind of shakes himself. Now for tales of winching.
Tales of winching.
And he starts telling body stories until the sun goes down. And he
Excellent.
This is the most fun we've had in ages.
Seriously.
Like, to the point that I had almost forgotten what fun was.
and eventually, though, everybody does fall asleep. Most of the bears fall asleep where they're sitting, tankard still in hand. The younger wolf goes upstairs to his room. But pretty much, he's like, I've rented the entire place, so fall asleep wherever the fuck you want.
I'm gonna find a corner near the fire.
And I'm gonna go and find one of the rooms and crash out in a bed. It's been a while since we actually got to sleep in a bed.
So, the next day, the rooster crows way too freaking early, as they're wont to do. I speak from personal experience because we used to have those little bastards. And everybody's up. The bears and the younger wolf don't look any worse for wear. No signs of a hangover. Obvious signs of alcoholism.
Let me guess, a beer and some breakfast.
Pretty much. But they've taken one of the tables and they've got weapons laid out. Huge axes, swords. Some swords that actually look like giant cleavers. And they've got whetstones and they're sharpening everything. The young wolf is actually stringing a bow. He's got throwing axes and hand axes in his belt.
All right. Before we go off to battle, we should probably take a break.
And you're probably right.
Mm-hmm. So everybody, sit tight or go grab a drink, stretch your legs, do what you need to do. Grab a mug of mead if you want to. Whatever floats your boat. It's Sunday afternoon. You can do what you need to do. We will be back shortly. We're going to take a break, and we'll see you all soon. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had a good little break. We're all back to carry on with the next wave of our finale. So, hope you guys got a drink and all that. And here we go. Papa, take it away.
Okay, so everyone's gearing up and making sure their equipment's in good order.
Mm-hmm.
One of the bears has actually got this really wicked axe, and one of the heads of the axe looks like it's been serrated. You actually see him sharpening the serrations.
Well, interesting weapon of choice.
Well, because occasionally you got to slash their throat, right?
I mean, a straight blade can slash just as easily as a serrated one. Serrated one does more damage, but...
Well, at least you understand why it's serrated. And the lead bear gets up, cracks his knuckles. All right. So, where are we off to?
I pull out the map and I show to him where we're supposed to go. The reason that we're also leaving at dawn is because they said to attack during the daylight so we can see the traps. And there might be vampires.
Oh, excellent. Hey, boy, come here. The smallest bear you've ever seen, he looks like he's maybe about 14. He's got a bow and a couple of daggers on him.
Mm-hmm.
Just go scout. Mark any traps you see. There's a good lad. We'll give the boy a head start. He should have most of the perimeter marked before we get there.
Is he good at finding traps?
He's my son. If he doesn't find a trap and I die, he's got to deal with his mother.
There's that.
Well then. All right, well, let's head off to battle. And God, I hope it's actually the last one on this little journey.
Yeah. You're not kidding.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good fight, but this is getting to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
It just keeps life interesting.
what you call interesting, I call downright insane. So I head back towards the pool because I'm presuming we have to take the Ember to get there.
It's only about an hour's journey. Remember, the lad's got to have time to work. We'll just
Alright.
walk.
Fair enough.
Besides, enjoy the sunlight while you can, because it might be the last bit you get, right?
Aren't you a box
Good
full of
point.
sunshine?
I'm a pocket full of realism, lass. If you don't go into battle expecting that you might not walk out of it, take time to enjoy the sunlight. Meditate on it.
I don't think we really have time to meditate on it.
We've got an hour, depending on how fast you walk. So enjoy the sunlight and the wind at your back while you can. It's the little things in life. And then you worry about getting the fuck out alive. That way you can drink later. It's fine.
This is true.
So you guys are walking. Some people are carrying on, a couple of the younger bears are actually carrying on conversations and, doing the whole, kind of like Gimli and
Legolas.
Legolas, betting on how many heads they're going to get. And then as the further you walk, you're starting to see the signs of corruption. The grass is yellowed. The trees are dying or dead,
Must be getting close.
and it's starting to look more and more like a swamp or a mire.
Okay.
And then you see little bits of cloth tied to branches.
Guessing those are the trap signs.
And the older bear looks at you and taps his nose and winks. And you guys are seeing, some activity around the camp. You see some children that, for lack of, the only word that comes to mind is feral. Their hair is dreadlocked. A lot of them are missing teeth, and they see you and just kind of scatter.
So much for the element of surprise.
Very non-communicative. They don't cry out, they don't yell, they just kind of see you and disappear.
Like roaches.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
So what's our plan here? Are we going to split up and try to hit them from two sides, or are we going to be sneaky? What should we do?
Question is, I would presume that this stone is valuable to them, so it'd probably be in the center. It'd probably be well guarded. So,
Will the boy be back with information?
And the older bear kind of whistles a bird call, and you hear a retort, an answer. And about 2 minutes later, he comes walking out of the foliage.
you really are a good scout. Blended in like you belonged here.
He just kind of gives you this disgusted look, like, no, I don't belong here. Thank you very much. But no thank you at all.
Meant that you have good camouflage skills, that's all.
All the better to stay away from angry fathers.
I just kind of like side glance at the bear and just kind of smirk and shake my head like, I'm not getting involved in that.
What have
can
you seen?
Do? Hormones. So. Okay, so there's a patch of dirt there that they've got somebody guarding for some reason.
Guarding a patch of dirt.
Sorry, literally just thought, I've got a jar of dirt. Sorry, brain.
But the old man with the glowing walking stick, the one with the looks like a emerald that kind of super shiny. He's in that hut connected to the longhouse. I'd say maybe 10 wolves, or at least they smell like wolves. Just dirty.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Is it possible, do you think, to start some sort of distraction or commotion on the other side of the encampment? And then a couple of us go in after the guy? Or do we just go in and
Thing to
just
do.
freaking hack and slash?
What kind of excitement?
Diversion, something. I don't know.
Oh, go set something on fire.
I was literally about to say that. I'm like, can we just burn something?
Right. So the kid walks up to his dad, taps him on one shoulder, and while the dad looks at that shoulder, you see him remove this bottle from his belt. And he takes a branch, wraps some cloth around it, pours a little bit of liquid out of the gourd on. He's like, "Give me 5 minutes."
Don't get caught.
Well, if I get caught, I'm sure you'll hear the screaming. And he dashes off into the foliage. That little brat stole my whiskey.
I mean, it was a necessary thing.
Puberty.
As long as he doesn't use the whole bottle, a little dash will do you. And about 3 minutes pass, and you start seeing smoke come up from the opposite side of the encampment.
Yay.
And then you hear a boom.
The hell?
Sounds like he used the whole bottle.
You hear shouting and yelling. People are moving towards the fire, trying to douse the flames from water from the brook that's running next to the village.
That's our
next to the
cue.
encampment.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. So you guys, how are you trying to sneak into the encampment, or are you just going straight for the longhouse and the hut attached to the longhouse?
I'm going to try to sneak.
Sneaky run.
Sneaky run. Okay. So for those trying to sneak, I need a dexterity and subterfuge, or wait a minute, dex and stealth. I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. So everybody is being really, really sneaky.
We sneaky fucks.
I'm going to
sneaky.
roll for the chieftain's son. So. He's sneaky. All right. And then I'm going to do a collective roll for the bears.
All the alcohol makes you sneaky.
Apparently, all the alcohol.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Apparently, they're nice and limber, and
Alcohol and
Lubricated.
meditation, apparently.
Lubricated.
and slightly inebriated. So you sneak. You see probably about 5 or 6 that you would say are werewolves actually barking orders. Barking. At the humans and slaves, basically directing them to douse the flames. What it looks like happened is that they were apparently distilling something, and that's where the kid chose to light the fire.
That's awesome.
Good job, kiddo.
So there's billowing smoke.
That's gonna be burning for a while.
Yeah. So nothing like reagents blazing. So 5 or 6 of the werewolves are actually distracted with that. You have the longhouse in front there is the Thayer's hut next to it.
Longhouse we go.
Mhm. Sneaking in the front door.
So you go in the front door. There on either side, basically a couple of long tables, a huge fire pit in the middle of the room, and then almost a throne at the end of the tables, and then two pillars on either side, with looks like two human females chained to both pillars. And
Oh dear, Brennan's about to lose her shit.
all four females show lash marks.
Oh
Shit.
god, she's done.
This whole village is getting burned to the fucking ground.
And two of them look very, very expecting. But you don't see any werewolves currently here.
Chained, like, we're not going to be able to break the chains, or just tied up?
We have 4 werebears with us. I'm pretty sure we can break those chains.
Iron chains chained around the neck with collars.
So here goes Renan's rage. Here she goes.
I'm good.
Are you sure about that? You might want to roll a will check on that.
1, 2. I feel in control, sorta.
Kind
of.
No, you are not.
You are not in control.
All right, here we go.
Sorry, you need
get
3
ready.
successes.
I'm good. Let's do this.
Guess whose chains are getting ripped out the wall?
Oh no, we're gonna go if I get the stone, and then, because we can't make noise first.
Roll another will check, because I'm sorry, but that's one of your triggers.
I know it is. I know it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
no.
one, yeah.
No, those chains have got to go.
Okay, here we go. Strength and dex?
Yes.
I just look at the werebears and I'm
no,
like,
dex, strength. Actually, this would be okay. Question: are you wolfing out, or are you staying human?
Oh no,
she's wolfed out.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget to roll your strength, but you get to add
+4.
Isn't it 2?
plus.
4.
I think it's 4.
It's
4.
4.
Yeah, 4. You're right.
Yeah, strength +4.
Yep.
Man, Roll20 just hates us tonight. Is that your strength and dex?
No, strength plus
it's,
4.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's-
strength.
Yeah, it's just strength because she's trying to break the chains. But I mean, these chains are more psychological for these humans because they're not that well made. But they've been abused for so long that just the idea of these chains have actually kept them subdued. You're actually able to,
Just knock
you
the fucking pillars down.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, like you're able to get the chains off the pillar, but you can't do anything about the collars. But the chains
Don't worry
themselves
about
were
it
not anchored that well.
How much noise did I make?
Well, let's see. Call high or low.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Low.
Right. So you made a lot of noise.
I'm going to the front door to see if there's a lock.
No, the front door in air quotes is looks like just 2 animal hides. More like a tent flap versus an actual door. This is an encampment. This isn't an actual village. This is something that can be
Are the
easily torn
tables
down.
bolted to the floor?
No, they are not.
I look at our bears and I'm like, would you mind making a door? Because I have a feeling we're about to have unwanted company.
The fuck do I look like, a carpenter?
Shove
Pick up the tables,
in
put them in the hole.
door.
I mean, if you want me to put something in a hole, just ask. And you just
Oh, good lord.
I'm gonna snarl and like take a step towards him.
Easy, Brennan.
I'm
Easy.
not in the mood.
I'm making a door. I'm making a door.
Damn straight you are.
Or is it a barricade?
Oh god, no.
Anyway, so does the glowy stick guy come through the other door because of all the noise?
I'm gonna roll his alertness.
Come here, glowy stick guy. I got a present for you.
I have to assume the slaves are screaming.
Actually, they're kind of whimpering. They're afraid, and yes, he did hear. So you actually, like, from behind the throne, you actually see like the animal skins that block the throne room from the Thayer's hut kind of move, and you do see him step forward, and he does have the staff in hand, but he is in Krina's form.
Time to put some glowy claws through his ass.
Glowy claws? You don't have glowy claws.
Runnings are glowing from her rage.
Spirit fingers?
Jazz hands?
Wow.
All right. So are we rolling for initiative? Because
Yes.
I feel like fighting right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to roll for initiative. So it's your perception and alertness.
Oh shit. I want to go first.
Apparently.
No, I don't think you do want to go first.
Yeah.
Am I rolling through?
Damn.
Let's see. Hold on. 6, 7. Okay, so it's
Sorry,
I see you're
Yeah.
50 and I raised you 51.
So no, well, it goes by the number of successes.
I
So
know.
so we got Saranches, followed by Renan, followed by Eris. I'm going to roll for the bears. The young wolf is actually out causing havoc with the young bear, so that makes it easy on me. Okay, so the bears are going at 1. And there's
I think goes the same time as Syringes, except I think Syringes outranked him.
yeah, it's Sarantius, then the Theurge, and no, it's Renan, then the Theurge, then you. Okay, and then the bears. All right, so Sarantius, what are we doing?
I'm gonna whack him with my sword.
You're gonna whack him.
Mhm.
You know it's serious when he actually pronounces the H, guys. Just gonna whack him.
Which is strength and melee, correct?
Yes. No, Dex and melee to hit.
Dex and melee, that's it.
And I'm gonna roll his dodge. So he actually manages to basically deflect the blow with his staff. All right, Renan.
I'm going for a bite, and no particular place, any place is good.
Okay. Dex and Brawl. The bite. All right, strength +1 for damage for the bite.
Don't forget your +4 to strength.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
now
'cause
you're
she's
doing math
wolfed out.
again. Hang on. 4, 8. 8 and 1 is 9.
Rip his jugular out with your teeth.
So 3 points of... Nope, she bit him on the shoulder for 3 points of aggravated damage.
Hold on. I shake him like a rag doll.
And I need to roll a perception and medicine for him. He's using one of his abilities. Okay, I need a stamina check from you, Renan.
This ought to be good. Does that get a plus to anything?
You get a... I think... Hold on. I gotta
Isn't that
check the character sheet.
+1?
I think the character sheet... Hold on. Let's see.
+3? I don't remember which one you are.
She's in Krinos. Oh, +3.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank
+3.
God, because otherwise that was going to be rough. 39.
Damn.
God damn. Okay.
So am I
Right.
holding on?
Yeah, you not only held on, but when he turned his blood into acid, he didn't take
What?
any damage.
Fucking what?
Said he was using an ability.
God damn. Damn.
I missed that.
Yeah, so as he's moving, trying to shake her off, and blood's actually dripping, you're actually hearing a hiss as it hits the ground and smoke billow up. But
Stop.
yeah.
I forgot who we were fighting for a second. I was like, this is another wolf, but it's not. It's a magic user. Shit. Probably should have done that.
So that was his action. Eris.
Take him out at the knees.
What is... Remind me, what does Fatal Flaw do?
Basically, you get know where the weaknesses are.
Okay, I'd like to use that, and then I would, since he is kind of chilled out with Renan, I want to wolf out, and I want to slash him with claws.
Okay, so you won't be... Okay, you can use Fatal Flaw, but you're not going to be able to attack this round.
Okay, I'll use Fatal Flaw.
Okay, so that's...
Can I Fatal Flaw and wolf out, or no?
No.
Okay.
So you can... if you want to use Fatal Flaw, that's fine. You're going to burn a Gnosis point,
Okay.
and then roll your Perception and Alertness. Okay, so 2 successes, not enough. You need 3 successes. So you did burn a Gnosis point, but Fatal Flaw did not work.
Okay.
All right, and it's the bear's turn.
Go Bears.
Bears.
I was
Okay,
just
so
thinking that.
Hopefully, this is the 1985 Bears and not the recent Bears. I'm just saying.
The
Oh, yeah.
1985 Bears that had a wife murderer on their team.
And a
see that?
Super Bowl. And a Super Bowl.
Against the Patriots, hush your mouth.
And who won that?
Hey.
Hush your mouth.
Shh, let's bring it back to the game. We're kind of, in the middle of a fight. And debate football teams later.
Yes, Mom.
There's no debate. The 85 Bears were better than the
Hey!
Patriots. I mean, it's fine.
Oh, Jesus.
That said I quit.
Okay, so apparently alcohol is not great for combat.
I could have told you that.
Um,
I think they had two
But-
successes.
yeah, basically the Thrayer's just managing to dodge the bears with Renan attached, so he's basically pulling Renan with him. So it is what it is. All right, Serentus, your turn.
Okay, what is the one gift that I have? The Master of Fire. What is that one again?
Master of Fire is hold on, I have to look that one up.
Yeah, I don't remember it. Sorry.
Give me a second.
It's the finale, folks. We're pulling out all the stops.
Mm-hmm.
Making me look up stuff, man. That's why I'm glad I have a hard copy of the book right here.
Everything was fine until,
Till he took slaves, and then
telling you. When are people going to learn?
Okay, yes, and it would be in the other book.
No, don't worry about it then. I'm just gonna
I can
attack
Google
them.
it. What's it called?
Master of Fire.
Oops.
I guess I could have just done that myself.
It says, once you, this gift allows a werewolf to heal fire damage.
Okay.
okay.
I was just curious because I didn't know what it was. Okay. I'm just gonna attack with sword on the opposite side that Renan's on.
Okay.
For obvious
I
reasons.
appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to make that specific, so
Yeah, because we all know.
apparently I felt like hitting him that time.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you felt like hitting him. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that's strength and
Strength +2 for the broadsword.
it's +4.
+4.
Yeah, okay.
Good lord.
Apparently I didn't feel like doing that much damage though.
1, 2, 3,
3, 4,
Four,
5,
No, I guess I
6,
did. I
5.
guess I did.
5 points
So
of...
hold on, I need to look at the character sheet real quick. Because I think you might have just got him. Let's see, so Renan had done 3. And yeah, congratulations. He is he's down. He is at crippled.
Oh, okay. So he's at like 1 HP.
Which arm does he have the scepter in, or his stick?
The side that a monk hit.
Is he still all acidy?
Just like, can I kick that away from him now that he's down?
Well, I mean, it is my turn. I can just walk up and take
Oh.
it.
That's true. Okay, yeah, it's your turn.
Well, it's actually his turn. He's at a
Oh.
-5. It's going to take.
Actually, it's my turn.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. Wow, shit, sorry.
I don't
Okay,
remember.
I'm
sorry.
That's why I was asking what hand it was.
I don't remember. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's hard to keep track of so many players.
It is.
I write it down when we go into it.
Okay.
I write it down because I know it gets weird. So it's on the opposite side of me.
Yes.
Is his blood all acid still?
Yes.
All right. Well, my turn. I'm going to let go, so I don't get burned by acid.
Yeah, and you kind of got that like uber metallic taste in your mouth.
I bet.
All right. So I mean that's a free action. You can let him go. What else are you doing?
Okay. I don't necessarily want to kill him outright, just in case.
Was he the slave owner?
Well, yeah, but I don't know if I'll be able to think past that. Maybe I will kill him.
Okay, he's the Theurge. They were next to the throne. Theurges don't sit the throne. That's the chieftains. So technically, he didn't own the slaves.
Would I be able to reason that? In
Roll
wolf
an
form?
intelligence check. You're in a -2 since you're enraged.
Right. So that's a 0. How do you roll a 0?
Roll 1 die. If you get high, you're good. If you get
Okay.
below a 6,
Mean no smart and rage.
Yeah.
Oh wow, damn.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. All right then,
okay,
Renan.
yes, you were able to reason that out.
All right. So I'll just, I guess, just kind of back off, and go to the door, figuring they've got him handled, and just make sure. I know they built like a thing for the door, but
Yes,
Waiting
they
for
built
more-
a barricade. Yes.
yes,
A
waiting for more
barricade.
things to come in, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
The
Theurge's turn.
well, I'm gonna roll just to see if I'm gonna roll a stamina check just to see if he remains conscious. So that's gonna be 1 dice because he's a -5 to all rolls. So
Renan and I like to cripple people, okay?
Apparently.
Just certain kinds of people.
oh yeah,
Sure.
he's still conscious.
Ooh. I should have
Yeah.
done something.
Once we step on
And-
This
his
is gonna bite us in the ass. This is where it all goes bad.
Kitty wants to help. Kitty wants to use her claws.
Meow meow. 1, 2.
Don't let him speak.
He did not speak. However, he did heal 4 points of damage and is getting up.
Mother.
That's
it.
And now, Eris, it is your turn.
I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
Get for being merciful.
All right.
Cute.
So that's archery and dex, right?
Yes.
Put it through his eye.
Dot the I's and cross the T's.
I ain't doing shit. Well, I got 2. 3. 3.
No, 2.
No, 3.
You had 2 1s that took away 2 successes, so that left the
There's
7
a 7,
and the
a
6.
9, a 7, and a 6.
Right, which is 4 minus 2,
Oh,
which
you're
was
right. Never mind. I'm sorry. I can't
I can
math.
math.
Damn it.
All right, but however, yeah, that it goes wide. Needed at least 3. So, and now it is the bear's turn.
Come on, bears.
Let's go Bears. Let's go Bears.
I just yelled to the bears. I'm like, can somebody cleave his head, please?
Mom.
All I'm
I hope
picturing in my head
like-
is the scene like in Aladdin where the genie turns into the cheerleader. Aladdin, he's our man. If you can't do it, no one can. Sorry.
Well, I asked for somebody to cleave a head. God damn.
Yeah, damn. Jesus.
So basically, and I'm going to roll their strength for the damage because they were all in bear form. So basically, you have 2 tackling from one side and 2 tackling from the other side.
And they're gonna meet in the middle into a fleshy pile of goo.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Titling sex tape.
Yes, it is. You know the title of my sex tape, but I'll be nice and not play the sound clip right now.
So took away 5 hit points. He had healed. Yeah. So yeah, he's dead.
Thank God.
Thank fucking
fun.
God. Go bears.
I'll never be merciful again.
I've been waiting 12 years for my wife to say "Go Bears." I'm just saying. All right.
Wow.
All right. So yeah, so now on the floor is the staff with the glowing green gem.
So I go and I pick up the staff.
Oh, it's got all kinds of lovely things hanging from it. It's got human teeth, it's got werewolf teeth, it's got vampire teeth.
What
Ew.
the fuck is wrong with these people?
It's wrapped in puka fur.
Aw. I don't like that. That puka fur doesn't smell familiar, does it?
No, it's not that
No,
puka.
it's not that puka.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I was about to.
I was like, we're gonna just burn
I
this
was
whole
about to
bitch
rage
down.
out. Yeah, I was gonna rage out, and this motherfucker's going down.
I have to assume we made a lot of noise though, so we might want to get on
Yeah.
pause.
That and I was gonna say.
Oh, you guys can hear the sound of yelling, and then the sound of arrows hitting fleshy target.
Fleshy targets. Wait, the wolf had the wolf and the young bear both had bows. Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Bear, can I borrow some of your whiskey?
Is there a back way out of here?
He took it all.
All of it?
I only had the one bottle. You know how hard that is to come by?
Okay. Does anybody else have some alcohol? You bears like to drink. You serious? None of you carried alcohol with you besides
You
him?
drink before the fight and then after the fight, not during the fight.
It's not what I wanted. I don't want to drink. I want to burn the building.
Well, let's see if there's a back door before we decide to set fire to anything. Since we can't go at the front right
Well,
now.
you guys do know that there was the curtain that the Theurge came out
Right,
of.
so I'm gonna go back and see what's back there.
Roll a will check for me, though.
Oh, why?
Because you just walked into the evil Theurge's hut.
What'd you say? Willpower?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, what?
Okay, so cool. You made the will check. It's you can still function, but this really disturbs you. Apparently, he's been doing some rituals, and there's actually a child on the altar, and it's one of the children from your village. One of the ones that didn't make it out.
Like
Wow.
our village?
Yeah.
Dead, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
Hope.
Yeah, it looked like
door?
his. Yeah, there's another opening to the outside. You can see the light. Basically, looked like he had been used in a divining ritual.
Okay.
So.
Is there anything I can see in here that's flammable?
Oh yeah, there's potion bottles and reagents and all kinds of wonderful things.
All right, I'm gonna grab some and bring it out to Eris. And I'm gonna tell them that there's a door back there, but just to, I don't know. I guess walking through their eyes closed probably isn't an option.
Just run out would be a better option.
Yeah.
So as she brings me these things, I kind of look at this and I'm like, Sir Anchius? One of those tables, can you break it up for me?
Yes. I'm gonna smash the table.
Yeah, it's a wooden table. I mean, yeah, it stood no chance. So. Okay, so the table's broken. What are you gonna do with it?
So one of the bottles she hands to me, I'm gonna just dump it all over the broken table.
Okay.
And since this is a long home, I'm sure that there is a open fire.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna back towards the exit that we can get out of, and I'm just gonna toss the bottle next to the flames, so it splashes in there.
Okay.
Do Do I need to roll?
And then everybody's exiting, right?
Yeah, we're getting the fuck out.
Okay.
Well-
So what are you doing with the human slaves?
That's what I was about to just ask.
Kind of just
We
pulling them
kinda
along with us, I
drag
guess.
them out with us.
Okay. All right. So I need you to roll a dexterity check as you go to toss the bottle to make sure that you can hit the fire.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you were barely able to hit the fire with it, but yes, you do hit it.
Okay.
So, and the long house is going up in flames.
Nice.
All right. So, as you're going back out the Thayer's hut, I need Renan to roll a check for me. Just a perception and alertness check. Okay, good. It was enough for you to see it. So, on your way out, you do see that there is a book open to a ritual.
Can I just take the book?
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a bookmark, so when I close the book, I know where it was open to.
You could always dog-ear the page.
Yep.
It's fine. But you do see that it's starting to get dark. You have the smoke that's starting to obscure stuff. But it's actually the light of day is starting to fade, even though you know it's
good.
Even though you know it's only like 2 in the afternoon.
That's really not good.
How the fuck?
That means bad vampire juju.
So, do you want to take a look at that page?
Yes, I do. What does it say?
The spell is dark of midday.
Okay. And in my training and experience, do I know how to counteract this spell?
Roll an intelligence check to see if you paid attention when Batty was.
When Patty was talking, when she was prattling on. I'm not that smart.
Do you have a cult? I mean, that was 2.
I do have a cult. Should I roll again? I have a 3 and a cult.
Yes, so roll intelligence plus a cult.
Okay.
And okay. All right, so we're going to take the 7, the 9, and the 4 and add it to that roll that you did up top. And so you know that basically there's an urn burning with a specific mix of incense. If you put that out, it should halt the ritual.
Are we still in the room or are we outside already?
You're outside already.
Okay, I'm going to go back in.
There is no urns burning inside, and the smoke is the smoke is actually starting to waft into the Thayer's hut from the throne room, so it's getting kind of hazy and kind of hard to breathe.
Okay. We need to find. We're looking for an urn that's on fire. It probably doesn't smell good.
Well, there's that mound that's being protected.
Ah, the patch of dirt.
Yeah.
Good call.
I mean,
Okay.
why else would
Guess
you
we're going to the patch of dirt.
protect a patch of dirt?
All right, so you do see a werewolf guarding a patch of dirt, and there is a urn burning behind him.
Aris, you want to take him out with an arrow?
I can try. Otherwise, I'll just piss him off and distract him.
Oh, either one will work. I'm ready.
Yeah, I got no problem smashing that urn with my sword.
I got 4. I got 4 successes. Just
Good, that
barely.
is a hit. So strength +2.
Oops. Nope. Wrong one. Sorry. Ignore that. Three points of damage.
3 points of damage. Okay, so that puts him at a -1 to all rolls. And he does know that you guys are there now. So it's initiative time, people.
And that's perception and alertness.
Yes, it is.
I will be right back. Sorry, the phone's ringing. It could be baby.
Okay.
I don't want to go first this time.
Apparently not.
Apparently, I don't either, because I just went.
Roll your perception and alertness, hon.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, it's the 7d10.
Oh, okay. Right. You go to 0. The bears.
So she's
I
kind
guess I at least. I was gonna say at least I guess I had a 1. So
The bears are going first.
And black spiral.
So tired of the black spirals.
Would you rather deal with this black spiral dancer or Zamis vampire? I'm just saying.
Hi, back. Sorry.
No worries.
baby.
Gonna be induced Monday night.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yay, baby.
All right, we were doing initiative. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
we
for
still
the
need you to
bears are
roll.
going first.
Okay.
I rolled a
Yeah.
0 and Cerantix rolled a 1, so
I just need perception alertness from you.
and you got a 2.
Yeah, you're doing better than me. We're on it. Apparently, we're worn out from that last fight.
I guess so.
Apparently.
Very good. Very good.
What was that for?
You really want to know?
Yeah, because
you
there's
really?
2 10s in there. I kind of want to know.
You'll find out.
Oh, Jesus.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
All right. So, you guys, Eris shoots guy. He takes some damage, but just gets darker and darker. And then this pale arm
Comes out of the dirt.
comes out of the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So now it is the bear's turn. So they're going to go after Werewolf Boy. They hit.
Apparently, no one wants to do any damage this fight.
Actually,
5 points of damage.
yeah, they did 5.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
So he's now at
so much more.
8. So But the Black Spiral Dancer is down.
That's good.
So, I mean, they did their job.
True.
So, Renan, it is now your turn. You see the bears. All four of them tackle and squash the Black Spiral Dancer. But you do see that pale arm coming out of the dirt, and it's being followed by a shoulder.
Well, the smart thing to do isn't what I'm gonna do, because that would just be ridiculous. I'm gonna try to. I don't know how to explain this. I'm gonna try to kick over the urn so the fire burns the thing coming out of the ground, if that makes sense.
Damn, that's smart.
Okay,
So
so roll
dexterity and
Dex and Brawl.
Dex and Brawl.
Yeah, because you're targeting the urn, but you're going to kick it. So that's good.
I mean, he can't really dodge. He's kind of stuck in the ground.
He can't really dodge. He is stuck in the ground, and now he is currently burning.
Nice job.
So I'm going to roll the damage from the fire. So
Good job, Raymond. That's smart as hell. Never thought of that.
and I can't type today. Okay, he takes 1 point of aggravated damage from it, but hey, that's 1 point. Okay.
Start.
Sarantius, it is your turn.
I'm gonna whack him with a sword.
You're playing Whack-A-Vamp.
Mm-hmm. Wata.
Oh,
Whack-A-Vamp.
Jesus.
Whack-A-Vamp.
Wow, okay.
Hey, he can't move. It's easy to hit him.
3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so roll that damage.
Whack-a-mole.
1, 2,
5.
Yeah, 5. Wow, I'm going to see if he can. I'm going to roll a stamina for the vampire and see if he can soak any of that. Because it's only lethal, so he has the option to soak it.
Oh, Whack-A-Vamp. His head finally comes out of the hole and it's just severed.
No, he did not manage to soak any of that damage. So, yeah, he's at. Yeah, I'm rolling a will check on this guy. I just woke up. I'm going back to bed. I have a splitting headache.
I just woke up and I'm already being whacked.
You got a 0.
Yeah, no, the arm goes back in the dirt.
Getting whacked.
So,
like I said, Renan and I just like to paralyze people,
Eris, it is now your turn. The arm has retreated back into the dirt.
We dig this bitch up.
Wow.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna just take my dagger because obviously he's probably not super deeply buried, and I'm just gonna kind of walk over and just stab as hard as I can straight down.
Stabby.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You can try it. Your difficulty is going to be extremely high because you have no line of sight on your victim.
That's fine.
Like.
What am I rolling? It's
Dex and melee.
Melee? Okay. Three.
Roll your strength. I don't know how you managed to do it, but you
Whack a vamp. You just sometimes get lucky.
It's strength plus what?
Just strength. It's a dagger. It's just strength.
No, this is my fang dagger.
Oh. Okay, you said dagger.
No,
you did
I
not
said
say
fang.
your-
I did say fang dagger after.
Okay, yeah, strength plus 1. For no damage.
For no damage.
Okay.
Still hit it.
So it is now his turn. And it's called gaseous form.
Which is where he turns into gas.
He turns into a mist and goes away on the wind.
What a little bitch.
What a little fucking coward, like all vampires.
Fucking pussy.
All right. So you guys are all on the mound of dirt, talking shit about the vampire.
By the way, is the sun coming back out since we disrupted the urn?
It should.
I was just
In
about to
theory,
ask
yeah.
that.
It's going to be starting too soon. The young wolf and the young bear, fuck up. Both of their quivers are empty.
Have fun.
Did you?
In theory.
Did we get
actually
what we
see
came for?
him?
I think so. Considering
Do we
this
see
is
the
in the gym
vampire
and...
poof?
Huh?
Huh?
Do we see the vampire poof?
No.
So do we think he's still there?
He's in gaseous form. You don't know exactly where he went.
But we know we saw him.
Yeah, you saw him turn into gas and kind
Okay,
of drift away.
that's sorry.
Okay.
I had missed that. Go on.
Did we get what we came for?
Pretty sure we did. It's a nasty piece of thing. It's got-
Then can we get the fuck out of here?
Absolutely.
Before we do, though, I look at the human slaves. Especially the pregnant ones. Who or what got you pregnant?
Ew.
Oh no. No more little vampire babies.
So, both of the pregnant ones look at you, and they actually run up to the bears, grab daggers from their belt, and plunge them into their own stomachs.
Holy
Oh.
fuck!
Oh, what? Good God. I
It's a
mean,
little dramatic.
I was gonna. Never mind.
I
I'm
mean-
not gonna say it.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go look for more slaves because I don't want to watch this. I'll go see if there's any kids or something that
I
needs
at
something.
least run over and kind of look at them and are they gonna live or have they?
Oh no, they have pretty much disemboweled themselves.
Mm.
So glad I saved them. Gross.
Two of them look up and they're like, they were the chief's wives.
Oh.
You mean one of the spirals, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to go find that bitch.
Where's
Where's he at?
the chief? Did we kill him?
He looks more like a pincushion than a chief these days.
Ah,
Oh, you
Good.
guys arrowed him out.
I look at the other two slaves. I'm like, you two aren't pregnant, are you?
Not that we know of.
Okay. Whoa. We have a friend who might be able to officially tell you if you're pregnant. If not, she might be able to help get rid of the baby without you guys having to do that. But, point of order, can we get the fuck out of this town?
Yeah, let's go. Well, let's just make sure there's nobody that needs saving.
Yeah.
I guess the wives could tell us if there was anyone else.
Yeah, they direct you towards a slave pen. There's like maybe 5-10 people in there.
All right. Open that up.
So, and the feral children are actually with them, so it looks like these are more likely slave children than children of the spirals.
Is there any of our villagers in there?
Why, yes, three of the young ones are actually from your village. They actually run up and hug the three of you, even Sarantius.
Saranchi just kind of like pats it on the head and it's like, I don't know what to do with this. It's hugging me. It's touching
Why
me.
is it touching me?
It's on my leg.
All right, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
So, you guys get away. So,
Are the fires, I'm presuming, spreading to the other buildings by now?
oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. So I'm presuming we're taking the walk back, or are we taking the Umbra?
Probably be the best bet to take the Umbra.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure the slaves aren't in great shape.
Yeah, you do see the young bear and the chieftain's son, each taking a pouch. You hear it shake and rattle. They're basically tuck it into their belts.
What are
Like-
those?
Black spiral teeth, trophies.
Ew.
What? I'm an archer. I don't get to get scars for renown. I need proof.
Whatever.
So, you guys get in the Umbra. Get back. You've got the staff. Which, before you get in the Umbra, I need an intelligence check from somebody.
Okay.
Maybe somebody smarter than me.
Let's see what my intelligence is.
Intelligence and occult.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, then that would be me.
I have 4.
I have
total.
4
No.
in total.
I have 6 total.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Manning.
go ahead. You get down with your bad self.
That's all you.
Yeah, okay. Take the stone out of the setting. You don't want it attached to that staff.
Okay. Is it easy to get out, or do I have to pry it out, or?
Yeah, you can pry it out with the tip of a dagger. It's fine.
As soon as she pops that out, I literally just toss that thing in.
Yeah,
And I'm like, nope,
okay.
not keeping that. Thank God we
So-
don't have to keep that.
Yeah. Werewolf teeth,
Human teeth,
Puka
puka fur. Yeah.
puka skin. Yeah. No, you don't want that kind of juju. No.
That's gross.
That is gross. So gross.
All right. So everybody gets in the Umbra. Everything is good.
Get back to the Fae. I'm presuming that all of the humans were able to like drag them into the Umbra, okay?
Oh yeah, they're kinfolk.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, they're good. You guys make it towards the outskirts of the Fae City,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the troll, the boggart, and Rhiannon and the babe,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, good, you're here. Did you get it?
Yeah. We wouldn't be back if we didn't.
Good. So, are you ready?"
Like, we're leaving now?
Well, you see, the lad's father might have whipped him up into a frenzy. And so
Where's
better to
Batty?
ask forgiveness than permission sometimes.
Where's Batty?
I think she's. You didn't see her on the way in. She was
No?
gathering herbs next to the oak.
Well,
Let's
we've
go
kind
look
of.
for Betty. I'm not leaving without her.
Yeah.
You find her and the old man. She's jabbering on, and he can't.
Hmm.
Batty,
Hmm?
it's time.
We've got to go.
It's time. I don't have a sundial. I don't know what time it is.
It's time to go. Unless you want to stay here with all these crazy yahoos.
Oh, that's fine. We're leaving, and she grabbed the old man, and he almost has this pleading look in his eyes
Leave me
Hey.
here.
as she's dragging him away. But you guys meet up with the troll and the boggart again,
Mm-hmm.
and they lead you off the path. Just please stay close. This is the quickest way to his vessel.
Okay.
And so you guys are walking through the forest, and you guys are seeing some stuff that just scares you. Like stuff of nightmares. Like you come upon one glade and there's actually red caps feasting.
Hmm.
On what?
On who?
Well, yeah, but
You there's not enough left for you to tell. You just see one looks at you and he waves with somebody else's arm.
nice.
Smiling from literally from ear to ear.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
But eventually you guys come to a shoreline. And the boggart and the troll pretty much just open a portal, a rip in the fabric of space and time, basically, for you to step through.
Mm-hmm.
And there on the beach is a longship.
All right.
And the young wolf starts barking orders to his crew. The bears did not come with. But he starts barking orders to his crew, and they start loading supplies onto the ship. And the troll walks up to you and goes, "All right, Renan. You need to affix the stone to the mast, and then you'll need to inscribe these runes." And he holds out a piece of parchment. And then I will supply the juice to pull the ship into the Umbra.
What do you mean by juice?
Energy? Magic, yes.
All right, so no sacrifices. We're good.
Thank goodness for that.
All right, so I'll start that process.
So you get it all carved in, and you see the old troll take his place at the prow of the ship. He's like, "I promised you no sacrifices, but I didn't say no gifts." And his eyes start to glow. And literally, that you feel the world close in around you. And then there's a flash of light, and you're on the other side, and you're in the Umbra, and you can see everything, and you see the troll just kind of fade away. And the boggart kind of reaches up to his eye and wipes away a tear. And he says, "Said no sacrifices. He gave you a gift."
It makes me a little unhappy.
Makes me very unhappy.
So, and he reaches down and pulls. Pretty much, it looks like he's reaching down into something, but his hand just kind of disappears, and he pulls out a pack, puts it on his shoulder, climbs into the ship. Just don't worry. I have soup for everyone.
I was gonna say, who's got the soup recipe?
Soup forever. I mean, we still have our pot of soup that never runs dry.
Well, now we'll definitely never run out.
Well, I mean, we have children and villagers and kinfolk that are all coming with us, so I'm sure as hell not gonna leave all of them with those ones.
Lass, look at the size of this vessel. There's not enough room to take your entire village.
It's not the entire village, it's like 10 people.
There's not enough room. You have the young wolf, his crew, you three, a mother and a child. That's and well, of course me. That's pretty much all. And actually, hold on. No, Batty can have my spot. I'll stay. And he jumps out. And Batty, she drags the old man over the side of the boat, and sets him in her lap. She's like, "We can't save them all, but at least we can save these two."
Well, since you're staying, take care of the rest.
Oh, the boggart sets up. I can do that. Besides, you have enough soup as it is.
All right, young pup. Let's get this journey on the road and vessel or sea or whatever. Never
Brennan!
been on
I
a
can't
boat.
believe we're still alive. Yes.
No kidding.
He's holding up a piece of parchment. You're the navigator on this trip. Just put your hand on the stone and envision the other side. He's handing you the map.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone. That would be one of my dogs. I think we need to take a quick break so I can take the dogs outside. And then we'll
Okay.
finish up.
Okay. We'll be right back, guys. And we're back. Sorry about that, everybody.
All right, so Renan, you've just been given a map and told to keep your hand to the stone.
All right.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna do what I was told. I can do what I'm told.
So you put your hand and you focus on the image of the other side of the map, and the glyphs that you carved into the mast start to glow. And lights begin to travel around the ship, sparking from the stone. And you feel the ship begin to move. And then a burst of light. And to describe it for everyone, if you've seen the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the boat, you start to see images flash.
The acid trip boat.
The acid trip boat. You start to see images flash. You see Cavella and her husband and child. You see Henry riding off in the Crusades. You see Henry, actually, fighting Knights and the Templars. You see the different people that you've met along the way. You see the bear that died in the dungeon lifting a tankard of ale. And then the lights fade. And as they fade, you actually feel yourself leaving the Umbra, and you look up, and this is a shore that you have never seen before. Cliffs that you have no idea. And on the beach, you see people waiting for you. Their skin the color of copper. Long black hair flowing in the wind. And when they look up, their eyes flash woven gold. And you hear howling in the distance. Your quest is now over.
For now.
For now, indeed. As long as there's no more vampires.
But you guys make it to shore. And you hear a crack, and you turn back and look, and that gem just kind of crumbles and shatters. And its light fades. And one of the people that was waiting on the beach walks up and he says, I don't think you'll be going back that way.
I don't think we're going to be going back at all.
Welcome home.
Alright. And I guess that's end scene.
Yep. Roll the credits.
Roll the credits! I know, right? Oh my gosh. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being on this crazy ride again. You guys were here for us for Dark Desires. You guys have been here for Hunter's Moon. In the next several weeks, I will be planning and writing up a campaign for a Game of Thrones tale. And we have a couple of cast spots open, so if you guys are interested, let me know. We'll
Ang, cough.
Huh? Aang?
And
Aang?
Mhm.
I, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you should come join us. So, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you for all the crazy moments of baddie and wolfing out and missing our roles and all of the almost dying and a
Vampire
couple
puppet.
of times of actually dying. And of course, meat puppets. Yeah, you can't go wrong with meat puppets. And thank you all for being our dipshits. We love you all. And I'm gonna find somebody to raid as we do that. Everybody sit tight. Don't go anywhere. And we love you all. Actually, don't mute y'all, because apparently everyone would like an outro, because we haven't done the outros like a whole game. So A Monk, if you wouldn't mind giving an outro.
I'm King Dipshit. No, I'm a monk. I'm part of the wonderful Zeal family we have here. And yeah, I played Serenius because I like giant cleavers and meat puppets. So that's me.
Amy.
Hey, I'm Amy Mouthy Wench, also part of Zeal, and this was very much a lot of fun, and you should definitely get into the next one if you can. And yeah, I can't stop smiling because, I'm just happy.
Because you got to kill some slave holders,
I
You
did.
did.
And,
You got to kill lots of people.
It was very satisfying, this one, to kill lots of people. I very, very, very much enjoyed it. Killing Richard may be the highlight of my role-playing life.
Slicing his manhood open.
It's true.
So,
Go ahead if you're not done. Sorry, I thought you were.
no, my thing fell out.
Oh.
I'm good. Good.
Okay.
By
Papa.
I'm Papa Bear 1015. Thank you guys so much for coming, hang out with us the Sundays that we were able to run. I know there were a couple times that we weren't able to run because we had some family stuff going on, but thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for the players who came and played in my dark and twisted imagination, and let me give voice to some of my multiple personalities.
Yes, those are awesome.
Because, this voice will always and forever be known as Dipshit now.
And Batty.
And, but thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. I'm actually looking forward so much to being a cast member the next game and actually getting to thwart some of my wife's plans. Because these guys love to just throw monkey wrenches into my plans.
Yes.
Because when the GM makes plans, the characters say, "Hold my beer, watch this."
It's true.
So, but yeah, thank you so much for joining us all. So,
And I am Pagan. I was one of the players this time and not the GM. Next time I'm going to be the GM. We will probably do D&D style stuff on my channel forever, as long as people want to play. And just give me a few weeks to plan the next campaign, because it's going to be pretty in-depth and awesome. So it's Game of Thrones. It's got to be in-depth. So I can tell you this much: after Game of Thrones will be a Harry Potter one. So we have at least the next 2 planned. So if you guys are interested in either one of those, please hit me up. You know where to find me. I'm in the Zeal Discord, all that good stuff. And we will go from there. Thank you all so much for being here again. Now we're gonna actually do our outro. Now we're gonna raid somebody. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you all next time.